welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette look. I decided to do something really wearable. This is something that I wore actually all day, just out to lunch and things like that. So let's get started. I'm straight out of the shower with fresh skin and hair. So I'm starting with Olay Moisturising Lotion and I'm just patting that all over my face just to get it ready for foundation. Today I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible mixed with this e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer, and as you can see I don't use a lot. I just mix them both together and pat them all over my face, and then I just start blending it in. I find that this gives me a really nice sheer but sort of full coverage. Anyway, it gives me enough coverage for a day-to-day look, and it's really comfortable and looks really nice on the skin. So I do that, and then I take some of my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and I use that to sort of spot correct, I guess you could say. I use it under my eyes, I use it on my chin, and I use it down the bridge of my nose and on my forehead. This also highlights as well as covering any other blemishes that the sheer layer of foundation didn't exactly cover. I like to use my fingers to blend all that out, especially on day-to-day wear. I find that this really works it into the skin, leaves it looking really nice and natural, and makes sure none of it sticks to the skin in clumpy areas or builds up too much. Then I'm going to go in and set all that with that light powder from the Australis contour kit. I like to set my concealer with a different powder to my face just because I think it adds coverage and it sets it really nicely in place all day. Then I'm taking this Models Prefer mineral powder and I'm setting the rest of my face. This is sort of a translucent to sheer coverage with a sort of sheen to it, so I find this gives it a nice healthy glow. Then I'm taking my Essence Sun Club bronzer and I am just contouring with my Models Prefer brush. I find that this is a really nice way to sort of bronze up the skin without it being too over the top for day-to-day wear. So I'm just really blending that out and really working it into the skin. For blush, I'm taking this Kmart blush that you can sort of see it's like a peachy shimmery tone. It doesn't have a colour on it, but it is one of my favourite all-time day-to-day blushes. It just sort of looks like a nice healthy glow. Then for highlight, I'm taking this NYX Mosaic powder and I'm popping that on the highest points of my cheeks. So my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. And I'm setting that all in place with NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And then I went in and tended to my brows, so I will leave my full brow tutorial down below for you guys if you're interested to see how I do my brows and what products I use. So of course we're going in with the Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and I am taking this sort of orangey colour here. And what I'm doing is I am packing that all the way on the lid and the crease. I'm just sort of creating a really nice base colour for everything else to go on top of. So I'm going from inner corner to outer corner in small circular back and forth motions, really buffing it out and making sure it's nice and blended. I'm also focusing a lot of that colour under the lower lash line and in the outer corner as well to create a really nice rounded eye look. Then I'm going in with this caramel shade and I'm sort of doing the same thing, but I'm only focusing in the outer corner. So I'm just deepening up the crease by placing colour on the lid and the outer corner and really buffing that in. I'm also taking it down onto the lower lash line too, just to create some balance. Then I'm taking one of my favourite colours in the palette, this maroony sort of burgundy colour, and I'm popping that using a smaller, more tapered brush in the crease. So I've only dipped my brush once. I'm just going back and forth and focusing that on the outer corners. As you can see, I'm just sort of building up colour, blending it out and working it into the eye shape. Then I'm taking it down onto the lower lash line as well and taking a bigger, fluffier blending brush and blending it all out at the end. Then I'm taking this beautiful champagne shade and I'm popping that on my inner corner lower lash line and a little bit on the lid. I'm not putting too much on the lid, I'm just sort of feathering it out so that it has a little bit of sparkle. Then I'm taking that same burgundy colour and I'm working that into the lower and upper lash line just using a small flat brush, and I'm just going back and forth really building that colour up just to make my lashes appear thicker at the base. And lastly, I'm taking this shimmery colour here and I'm using that to highlight my brow bone. I'm not using lashes today, so I'm using a generous amount of my Chi Chi 3D Magic Lash Mascara, and I am just coating my lashes, separating them, making sure they're nice and long and fluttery. I personally like this look, but if you don't, you can go for more natural looking lashes. Then for the star of the show today, I'm using this new Apocalips matte colour in Orange-ology. It is, I'm obsessed with this. I wore this all day and I'm doing a review on these lipsticks soon. I will film that soon, so I'll let you guys know what I think about them down below, but the colour is just absolutely perfect and I love that it went with the warm tones in the eye. So that completes the look, guys. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I thought it was about time I did something a little bit more wearable. So leave in the comments down below if you liked that, or do you want to see a more full-on look next time I use this palette. I hope you have an awesome day and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a lipstick swatch video, and it is on the Clean Colour Femme lipsticks, and they're all different, amazing, bright colors.